right, and we are live. Let's see if this actually works this time. Fingers crossed that actually stays up on both Twitch and on the YouTube. Let me just go ahead and pull it up on Twitch. Just make sure we're all sexy and good over there. Else you might be wondering to yourself, hey, Dark, no, don't actually play stuff. That's disgusting. You might be, oh no, I didn't change any of the information. Any of the information. Oh, hang on. You might be wondering, hey, where's the frame? Well, the frame doesn't work right now. Look at this. The game's just at like a different size, so like the frame super doesn't work. So yeah, no frame today, otherwise it looks terrible. Let's just go ahead and go reading. Oh, hey, how's it going? We're here not reading first. No, we're going to be reading The Head Well Lost. It just came out today and I'm really excited for it. I read the demo of it like a few weeks ago. Was it like around? It was around a month ago. And so we're going to be going back through. Music is louder than you, by the way. Yes, that was something I was going to check. So let's just go ahead and turn that down significantly. How does that sound? The head. Wait, I'm doing the title wrong. The Head Well Lost. I just realized I didn't change any of the information, so I have to go through and doing that. Hang on, let me just go ahead and change this. But yeah, no, how does the music sound? I might check it in a few seconds just to make sure I like how it sounds, but just for, so then since you're here, might as well know. Can't stay longer as I have more. No, that's absolutely okay. I'll say this every time. You can't hear anything? Huh. Here, I'll have to check that. Hang on. Let me just go ahead and check it on my end. What's going on? Hang on. Oh, okay. I can hear you, but not the music. Okay, then I turned it down. Yeah, way too low. There we go. I think that sounds a little bit better. It's hard to tell, because, like, the music is, like... it's a little... slightly down. There we go. I think that sounds good. Question mark. But yeah, no, I'll always say this. Oh, not a little seizure over there. But like, always take care of yourself. It's way more important if you get your sleep, especially when you got like work to do in the morning. I appreciate you always stopping by and saying hi, but do not feel like you need to stick around. Take care of yourself. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good. Also, it scared the crap out of me. I have my PlayStation controller plugged in right now because that's the only way I can actually use my headphones. And like, the controller is shaking in beat with the music, and I thought I was getting hit with an earthquake. Bro, are you possessed? Listen! I won't say I'm not possessed, because that'd be a lie. So, but I can't say anything more about it, okay? You've seen those spasms just happen sometimes. There's nothing else happening. Winky face. But yeah, no, everything's looking good. But yeah, no, since the... Oh, I didn't actually start it on YouTube. Okay, there we go. Now it's really good on YouTube. There we go. Since it was coming through the controller, like all like shaking to the beat, I thought I was having an earthquake. So I was like, am I really gonna have to cancel the one stream I do a week because I got hit with an earthquake right as soon as I start? That'd suck. Not at all thinking about like the fact that I might be in an earthquake right now, but I was like, oh wait, no, it's just the controller shaking. So it's just kind of vibing out on my leg. Also, how good is this music though? I'm loving it. That was one of the things that popped out to me first about like this visual novel. Is you're looking good. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Other flirty sounds here. Woo! Well, thank you. I am rather adorable. I'd say you're looking good, but I can't see you right now. But you know what? Your text is looking phenomenal, and all your profile pictures look great. But you know, I love the music of this. I love like the general vibes of this. It really like feels unique, especially among like other visual novels. Which is great because like a lot of the visual novels that have been coming out recently are like super good and feel distinct from each other. I feel like there was an era like early 2000s, like early 2010s where like you show me like 5 different visual novels and I'm like, oh, those are all the same thing. But like right now we're in like a good era where like everything's like so unique, everything feels different, everything's just really good. So I'm really excited to get into this. I think we might as well just go ahead and jump on in. But yeah, no, just again, I've read through. Also, does my mouse show up on the screen? I think I have it set off. I'm so glad my PNGs are appealing to you. And yeah, this one looks cool as hell. Not like Doki Doki and the like. See, and I also... Doki Doki, I feel like, is in a weird position because, like, it was supposed to feel generic. You know what I mean? So it, like, looked as, like, generic as all the other ones, but it's like once you get into like the story where it's like, oh, it's like a very meta thing. It's doing all these things like on purpose, but like it's not really doing like a commentary on any of them. It's just letting you like to lull you into a false sense of security before everything terrible goes down. You know what I mean? Whereas this one's just like, it's just like a visual novel that just feels very unique, and I like it. But yeah, no, your PNGs, listen, whenever you like change your PNGs on Twitter or on Discord, I'm always like, dang, that was a good choice. Not that any of your other ones were like bad, but like you just always pick good ones. I played on the trope, which both help hinder it in terms of public opinion. Yeah, which both helps and hinders. Yeah, definitely. Because they, like, especially like because so many people got into Doki Doki, read like the first hour and a half, went, wow, this sucks, and then just stopped playing it. But then even when you know where it's going, you still have to sit there and be like, okay, yeah, I still have to go through like 2 hours of stuff before it gets good, which is always a hard pill to swallow. If anyone ever tells me, hey, you just gotta get through like 3 episodes of a show, I go, okay, not watching the show, not reading the book if I have to read like 100 pages before it goes anywhere, not doing, oh yeah, I found out that Monokuma's VA is going to the con. Oh, that's hype. Wait, are you? Oh, I think we've talked about Danganronpa before. I've never played Danganronpa. I've watched one season of the anime. Went, that was all right, and then I just never watched the rest. Though I've heard that the anime is terrible, but that's exciting because like Danganronpa is like huge. So hey, absolutely, have a great time meeting them. I don't know, dude. I don't know anything about Danganronpa outside of like, it's like a death game and it's like all about smart people outside of the one lucky dude. Maybe that's something I should do after I get done with like all of the Fate and Studio Lane stuff and this. I should probably do watch the Game Grumps playthrough. It's the bomb doc. Dude, okay, this might sound weird, but like my favorite thing that the Game Grumps do is like, oh gosh, no, sorry, the ghost was coming out again. Wait, oh my gosh, speaking of ghosts, this is all I have the story to tell after we do after I talk about Game Grumps. One thing that I think the Game Grumps do best is like reading scripts but in a funny way. Like that's why like their Zelda stuff's always so good, or like their Pokemon stuff, like the one series that they did on Pokemon, or like their Nancy Drew stuff. Like if it's them reading a script, they turn into like the funniest thing ever. So the idea of them reading an entire visual novel like Danganronpa, that sounds incredible. I'm so down to watch that because there was another one. It was Sakura. I think it was Sakura's Spirit. I remember watching that like decades ago when it first came out, and it was the funniest thing. Or like when they played Second Opinion, that was so freaking funny. Oh, I loved it. Like I don't watch Game Grumps too much anymore. It's sort of like one of those channels I like peek in on every once in a while, and I'll dip back out for a while. But I really enjoy like their like when they're like heavily reading something. I love it. But anyways, Ghost Story. Okay. Obviously, it could not be a ghost and it could be something very different, but I like to go, haha, is this the most exciting option? That's the one I'm going with. That's how I tend to live my life. But I was just sitting there. Basically the way I have like my room set up is I have a projector right behind my office chair, and then I have like a yard chair that I'll just pull out, set up, and like lay into like while I'm watching something or if I'm playing something on that screen. And I'm just sitting there vibing, having a good time. I was setting it up to play for some Persona because that's a very easy game on my hands, so that's what I've been playing a lot of. And then out of nowhere, as I'm just sitting there, the little string, I don't know what it's called, but it's the string that's attached to like the head, like the, what's it called? The lights with the fans on. I'm blanking on what they're called. I think it's just the fans. I'll just call it the fan. It just starts going ballistic. Literally out of nowhere, it's like just sitting there perfectly still. And then it's just like flying back and forth like super fast and aggressively. And I'm freaking out because I'm like just sitting there minding my own business. And then at the top of my vision, I just see it just start being like, it looked like someone is like legitimately like just grabbing it and just like swatting it around. And I'm just sitting there like thinking like, oh, that's nothing. It's just the wind. The wind just got really, the breeze just got really aggressive right now. Like the AC must be on or the heat must be on. Something's pushing it around. And then cat ghost. Yeah, no, for real though. That's what it looked like. It looked like someone was like batting it like back and forth. And so then I pull up my phone and I start recording it. And when I'm recording it, I noticed, wait, I have like 1,000 papers just like stapled to the wall or like stuck to the wall or just like laying around in my room. And like, nothing is moving. Nothing except for like the string attached to the vent is, not the vent, the fan is moving at all. Like everything else in the room, completely still. So that was the first part that actually made me like get freaked out like a little bit. Before that, again, I was like, oh yeah, this could like legitimately just be like a breeze or something, like some like a lot of air is coming out of the ventilation or something. But I was like, wait, there's like no sound coming from my vents. Everything else in the room is perfectly still. Why is this the only thing moving? Bruh, it's Venti. Dude, he's coming for me. I haven't played any Genshin since the Lantern Rite, and he's coming for me. He's like, you gotta get back into the grind, my guy. The grind never stops. Danganronpa games also have very little voice acting, so it's funny. They also got noticed by Gundam Tanika's VA. Wait, oh, that's one of the... I'm gonna sound so stupid, but again, I haven't seen anything on Danganronpa since I was like 12. But like that name sounds familiar, so that's so cool. It was funny. I'm gonna send you a thing about on Discord before I sleep. Yes, please do. Listen, if you ever have a funny clip, just send it my way, and I'll love it. Also, what the freak? None of the... Wait, why didn't any of the tags update? I haven't finished updating the stuff in Discord just because I got distracted talking. Also, Wimdy. Why didn't any of like the Genshin tags go away? What the freak did? Because we're not doing any Genshin stuff. That's misleading. It's false advertisement. It's simply incorrect. Let's just go ahead and go to the head. Well lost. There we go. Wait, this is a simulation adventure game. This is not a simulation adventure game. This is a visual novel. Is the head... Well... Oh, I spelled Lost wrong. Don't ask me how I did that. I mean, I guess it's this one. Sure. I guess? Do you have a Discord server? Me for gore. No, I do not. I've thought several times about setting up a Discord server, but I'm so bad at just responding to a singular message. Like, the idea of, like, trying to manage anything like that or, like, be active at it in it at all would be an actual, like, nightmare for me. I'd be so bad at it. So, I do not. Yeah, no, I also showed that, like, true, remember? Yeah, that's happened a couple times. I've definitely ghosted you a few times. Not, like, intentionally, but, like, it's definitely happened, so apologies. That's just something that you've gotta... I wish it wasn't, but it's, like, just one of my, worst character traits, is I'm just terrible at, like, getting back to people, or just messaging in general. I'm the type of person who, like, I'll see a message from somebody... I was about to say, but, like, no, I'll see, like, a message from somebody... And I'll be like, oh, I gotta get back to them. Oh, sorry, I had a little another possession, exercising a little bit right now. It's fine. It's fine. Man, the ghost from the fan is like really trying to get into me right now. No. Like, I'll see a message and I'll be like, oh, I'll respond to that in like 5 minutes. And then like my ADHD will hit so hard that it'll just like, as soon as it's out of sight, it's out of mind. Like, at least I think that's like an ADHD thing. At least that's like what my like therapist has told me, because it's sort of like, when it comes to other people and like especially like your relationship with them, there's like, you don't really think about it too much unless they're like right in front of you, or if it's been like a really long time, or if it's like interfering with like your usual schedule with someone. Like, I have a friend who's like out on like a religious mission right now, and like everyone else, like last time me and all my friends were hanging out together, because we hang out at least once a week every Saturday, do like D&D, and they were like, man, I like really miss him. Like, it's been really hitting really hard the past couple days, or like he's just been gone for so long, like I've missed him a lot like the past couple weeks. And I'm like, huh, I really only miss him on Saturday, because that's the day he would like always be here. Every other day of the week I don't really think about him too much, which I feel like sounds mean, but then as soon as it gets to Saturday and he's not there hanging out with us, I just go, oh, he's gone. Why isn't he here? And I get like super sad. Sent you the thing on Discord. Yeah, if I'm not super close with or hyper fixated on our friendship. Exactly. Like, there are definitely like some days, like there have been some days, like let's say like we're like messaging and it's like a constant like back and forth, and then the next day I just vanish. I'll just vanish for like an entire day. I wish him well. He sounds like he's a great person. He's so much fun. He's like, I don't want to say like the life of a party, but he definitely like helps keep people having a good time and like invested in things, if that makes sense. So he's a great guy. He gets back in like 18 months, so we still have a long time to go without him coming back. But you know what? We're counting down the days, baby. But yeah, no, it literally is like, if I'm not, like, even if I am super close with someone, like, I just don't think about it too much. Again, unless I realize like, oh, it's been a long time. Like, I have a group of friends that like we've kind of fallen out of like talking with each other, even though we used to like hang out like every couple days during like high school and that kind of stuff. And then after high school ended, it like we slowly started hanging out less and less. And then I never really thought about like, reaching out and asking people to hang out because they'd always take care of that, and I'm just not thinking about them. But then like 6 months would go by, and I'm like, oh, we normally be like hanging out around this time for like celebrating like a holiday together, that type of thing. And then it's like, oh yeah, we kind of don't hang out anymore. And that's when I realized like we don't really hang out much anymore. It's like, well, now I'm sad. I haven't been sad up until now, but now that I realize it's been so long, I'm sad. And that's kind of how it is. Like, because I have like had a lot of people leave on missions and stuff, and I don't really think about them until like I'm messaging them on their like days where they're allowed to talk with people, or on days like I normally hang out with them. But like I could literally go like an entire week without seeing a single person, and I'm like, I'm fine. I don't really think about it too much until it's like pointed out to me that I haven't done that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of miss the people in my life. So that's one of those things I struggle with as like being a friend, is I don't think about people too much outside of like when I'm with them or talking directly to them. That was a long-winded explanation of saying that's like one of my biggest flaws. That was a long way of saying essentially that. But yeah, no, I did see that you sent this thing to me on Discord, and I'm really excited to watch it. I'm honestly, I go on like so many walks, and oh gosh, stop. Okay, we're fine. That's a mood, to be honest. Well, I'm asleep, so I can not be a zombie for work. Good luck with your stream, Honey Pie. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. It's always greatly appreciated. Please sleep well and take care of yourself. Listen, I'm fighting it off. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to not be possessed. If I'm possessed by next stream, at least you guys saw the origin of it. That counts for something. But yeah, no, please take care of yourself and have a great day at work together. Bye. All right, you can't beat the demons. Listen, I can beat any demons I want. I've beaten enough in my life, all right? I can beat a couple more. Night. But I think with that being said, we might as well jump into it. I still can't. Okay, no, I don't think my mouse is on there. That'd be super annoying. Also, this thing is kind of putting my leg to sleep through how much it's like just vibrating at me. And it's kind of relaxing, but it's also probably like a little bit worrisome. So I'm just gonna move it to my other leg for a little bit. There we go. All right, yeah, no, let's just go ahead and everything looks good. Everything still sounds good. Let's just go ahead and jump on into it. Hello? Hello? Okay, maybe it's not good. Oh, God, my neck. Okay, stop. Sorry. Maybe it's not good. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Yeah, I've already, like, read through the first little bit of this. About the first 25%, I believe, was in the demo. Oh, gosh, I need water already, and we haven't even started reading yet. That's fine. Good water. Very good water. There we go. All right. I need to stop closing my water bottle before we get into this. So I do know the first like little while, but after about an hour, then we'll be into all new territory, and I am looking forward to it. Because like the story is set up in like a very interesting way where like if you read like the summary of it, you know a bit more about it than like you do for the demo. What did I just say? If you read the summary of it, you know more about like what's going on than you do after finishing the demo. So I'm excited to like actually see all that get explored, because like it seems like because it's only about like 4 hours long, so it seems like a super well-paced story. So I'm just expecting things to just start going wild and like after like the 25% mark. So I'm looking forward to it. All right. Oh, the library is almost closed. That's another shift in the bag. Almost. There's just one last thing I have to do first. With a spring in my step, I toggle the loudspeaker mic on. Attention all Rabino library patrons. The library will be closing in 15 minutes. If you have any books that you'll need to check out, we recommend that you head to the front desk or self-checkout kiosk immediately to do so. I scan my gaze around the library as I say this, pausing on a few people who have been sitting at the same table for hours. Once again, the library will be closing in just 15 more minutes. Thank you. Just as I switch the mic off, a high school-aged kid comes up to the circulation desk. Excuse me. Yes, how can I help you? I hope my smile looks sincere, because it isn't. I was wondering where you keep the book of Mice and Men. I need it for school. It should just be in the fiction section. Oh, okay. Do you know the name of the author? Of course I do, but that question is, why don't you? It's Steinbeck. Steinbeck. I do a quick search on my computer. It looks like we should have 2 copies on the shelf if nobody else is walking around with them already. You'll find the book on the 3rd shelf from the end. The end of what? The alphabet? The Z shelf? The end of the fiction shelves. The kid stares at me, slack-jawed and confused. Steinbeck starts with an S, and that's towards the end of the alphabet. So... Oh, okay, yeah, got it. Thank you. Do they really get it? I hope that kid gets their book checked out in time. After the minutes pass by, I make another announcement when there's 5 minutes left. Several fingers tap the my brain definitely just shut down while I was reading that section. Also, I've never read Of Mice and Men. I've heard it's like fantastic and a classic and everything, but like the way people describe the ending makes me too sad. So I'm like, I'll read that when I'm in the mood, and then I'm never in the mood. So several finger taps against my desk later, I recite the final announcement to tell everyone that the library is officially closed. It's finally 8 o'clock on the dot. Whew, it's over. After gathering my bag and scarf, I leave the library at last. I work at the library every weekday from noon to closing. I typically spend my Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday nights doing a graveyard shift at a coffee shop. Latte Night, best day for a coffee shop, by the way, was built right next to the local community college. Since it's open 24 hours at most times of the day or night, you can find tables full of students on their laptops or scribbling away on an art project that takes up 2 tables. Bottomless coffee, only $2.50 if you have a student ID. Talk about highway robbery. Dude, that's bull crap. Okay. So I hate coffee. I've talked about this on, I think, the last stream. But the idea of getting a bottomless coffee for $2.50 is actually like a steal. Considering they'll be like, yeah, you want a 12-ouncer? That'll be like $6, please. For absolute mid. For the middest drink. For the coffee shop, that is. I guess some money's better than none. Wait, what? Is she saying that? I was like, that's a good deal for the coffee shop to do? I don't get it. Yikes, pretty busy for a Wednesday night. It sounds quiet, but almost all the tables are full. Hey, Francis, you're in for a treat. One of my coworkers, a waiter named Avery, nods at me as they rush past doing a balancing act with a stack of plates and mugs. Great, thanks. I run to the back where the employee cubbies are and crack my knuckles while simultaneously shrugging off my sweater. Also, I didn't mention this earlier, but I wanted to. But the character art for this was done by Adi Rosa, the same person who believed did a lot of the art in Please Be Happy and was like one of the designers on it and designed the UI and I think the director of it. So that's really cool because I loved Please Be Happy. That's why I first heard about this was because I follow her on Twitter and then they recommended this because they reposted something because they're like, hey, I work on this. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Let me check it out. I run back to where the employee cubbies are. Oh, I already read that. Honestly, I kind of enjoyed the hustle and bustle. The library has times where it's busy or I have a lot to do. But most of the time I'm sitting down at my computer in the back or at the circulation desk. It's good to be on my feet for a while, and it's not like I have much else to do with my time outside of work except take care of my cats. And scroll through social media feeling that wonderful FOMO while looking at photos posted by people who have their shit together way more than me. But I swear I only do that a few times a day. 10 times. 10 times, tops. Anyway, the extra money from this part-time job helps make it easier to pay my regularly rising rent and take care of my cats. Can you help Clara make waffles? This one table just ordered like 8 strawberry and Nutella waffles. One of my other coworkers, the shift lead for tonight, asked me this as I dump a pile of mugs into the sink. Jesus, sure, but you know I can't decorate with crap. Don't worry, they're probably too baked to care. Plus, chances are half of it's getting taken home to go. Hey, aren't you supposed to say something more comforting like, aw, you're not that bad at making pretty waffles? Francis, I'm not a liar. You want me to lie? Just to make you feel better? I let out an overdramatic sigh, but can't help smiling as I roll up my sleeves. Time to get to making waffles. The night goes on like this, as always. Ooh, oh, the music's so good. I hope I don't get copyrighted. I don't think this is copyrighted. I haven't heard it anywhere else. I hope I don't get copyrighted. That'd be awkward. My one YouTube video of it didn't, so we should be good. The night goes on like this, as always. People come and go. And I make some really ugly waffles and latte art. Oh, I like the vibe of the music. Same. That's playing on the overhead radio, now that I notice it. I listen to it for a bit, my movements unconsciously starting to go in time with the song. I'm making lattes to the beat. Is this a Dryden song? I ask Avery once I finish the current queue of orders. I think so, let me check. Also, don't mind it if most of the other side characters have the exact same voice. That's just something we're gonna have to deal with, because I'm not gonna remember all of them. I've tried that before, and like sometimes I do a decent okay with like keeping like the character voices like different and separated. But most of the time it goes with me sitting there being like, what was their voice again? Was it like huh, or was it like huh, or was it like huh? And then we never go anywhere. They tap the screen on the iPhone we've got plugged into the speakers. Yeah, it's Dryden. The song's called Doors Unlocked. Gotcha, thanks. Virgil has a pretty distinctive voice, huh? I don't think I've ever heard this song, but I knew it was him. Dryden is a famous music group. They started out doing electronic music, but they had a more mainstream sounding song become a huge hit a year or two ago. Since then, they've been sounding more and more pop. Not that there's anything wrong with that, though. I'm sure they've lost their fair share of hardcore fans from the Switch. The music still sounds good to me, and people have to make money however they can. Anyway, I call them a group, but there's just two of them. Two guys named Virgil and Rye. They give off this real Daft Punk vibe. Rye even wears an LED helmet. No one's ever seen his real face. I'm not that knowledgeable about the music, but even I know this much about them. After all, it's rare when an artist is able to break past the curse of the one-hit wonder and keep the hits coming. It makes them way more memorable, at the very least. And I thought about singing it, I'm just not gonna. The rest of the song fades as I get back to work and the long night rolls on. Man, I'm beat. I gaze up to the side of my apartment building and see a soft light in my window. I always leave a light on for my cats on days I have to work at the I always leave a light on for my cats on days I have to work at latte night. I know they mostly just sleep and have way better night vision than humans, but still, it's like the thought that counts. Like, even if they can see better at night, I'm sure they still appreciate the light being on. No matter the reason, it's nice not coming home to a totally pitch dark apartment. And there's that. Whenever I come home and like the inside of my house is like completely like pitch black, it's like a terrifying thing. It's like, okay, it's sort of like the same feeling of like when you're like running up the stairs at night and you're like, oh no, there's a demon behind me. It feels the same way as like coming into a completely black house and you have to be like, okay, I gotta get to the light, gotta get to a light, and thinking that there's something right behind you the whole time or about to like come around the corner at you or something like that. So now I also tend to leave a light on wherever I'm gonna come in at night. So I hope the cats are doing okay. Also, I'm glad that the streams are doing alright. I'm glad that everything's kind of working so far. I turn on the rest of the lights once I get in. Yep, this is what I almost said 1900. Yep, this is what $900 a month will get you nowadays in K-City. My living room, kitchen, and dining area are all smashed together, which I've tried to hide with some curtain dividers. Yeah, the most relatable thing is the struggles of the housing market. So also, I'm going to pull up OBS for myself really quick, just so I can have a better view of it all. No, actually, you know what? That makes it way worse. That makes it way harder to see both of the streams. So I just wanted to also see how the internet was doing, and the internet's doing good. Sorry if I'm a little jumpy about that. It was a little scary having it all like crash like every 5 seconds with the last stream. So I was just trying to be careful. Also, I need to re-click back over onto this. I do get a separate room for my bed, but since the door's always open so the cats can come and go, it might as well not be there. Oh, he's so cute. What a cute little boy. I instantly spot Phaeton sitting on the heater and use some gentle persuasion to get him to move. That is, I push him until he jumps off of it in annoyance. Don't give me that look. You know you're not supposed to be sitting on that. He just sniffs at me, clearly offended. What a little man. Oh, I love him. I love his twirly little eyebrows, too. Oh. The heater doesn't really get that hot, but still. The last thing I want is for my Cornish Rex to get his butt burnt. Misty, my old Siamese with one eye, is peacefully curled up on the couch. Oh, all the cats are so cute. They're so cute. I love the little, like, cheek mark things. There's, like, the little... I was gonna say, like, Pikachu pouches, but that's for, like, storing electricity. This is just to make them look real cute. My super sweet Himalayan cream is snuggling up to her. My super sweet Himalayan cream is snuggling up to her. Oh, look at all of them. Misty doesn't really like the other two so much. Even as Cream is trying to cuddle with her, Misty has turned the other way. Well, at this point, it's more like she barely tolerates them. It's been so many years since they've been together that she probably feels like she's got no choice. She should know by now that Cream and Phaeton aren't going anywhere, but she still won't make nice. Luckily, they don't seem to fight, at least not while I'm around. After making sure they still have enough water and food in their feeders, I take a shower before lounging around on the couch with my cats. What was the name of that song again? Oh, right. Doors Unlocked. I liked that. Let's listen to it again. I take a break from scrolling through Instagram to glance at my Closed Circle app. Closed Circle is a dating app that's gained a lot of popularity recently. It's supposed to be more for matching people who are looking for a long-term relationship. Oh my gosh, dude, dating sites are, or dating apps in general, are just the worst. I've been trying to use one for the last little bit. I don't really have anything to say about it other than the fact that it kind of sucks. It's one of those things like, oh, no one's even seen my profile yet. Cool. That's fun. You know, like, it's a type of thing that tells you like if you've been like looked at or liked and stuff like that. And I haven't even been like looked at yet, so I'm like, are there even people on here? Because like I would come up on someone's feed eventually, right? So it's like, it's like whatever at this point. I figured it's something to try, and if it doesn't work, then oh well, moving on. I haven't been trying too hard to put myself out there since a really bad breakup. I haven't been trying too hard to put myself out there since a really bad breakup I had 2 years ago. I'm over it. I just haven't felt like dating again since then. But my coworkers have been raving about this app, so I downloaded it a couple weeks ago to give it a try. I've been half-heartedly swiping on people since then. Nobody's really stuck so far, but it's not like I care that much. Uh-oh, am I the problem? I guess I won't get anywhere unless I change my attitude, but it all just seems so tiresome. I stop on a particular profile that catches my eye. Ray, huh? It's not a very common name, and I instantly think of the guy with the helmet from Dryden since I'm listening to a Dryden song right now. Virgil's the singer, while Ray is like the producer? I guess? He writes the music and plays different musical instruments and stuff. I wonder how often this poor dude's asked if he's Ry from Dryden. Hopefully, by hopeful fans. Then again, it could just be an alias anyway. Ry's profile is pretty normal. His public photos are full of nice photos of Ireland, though. Huh. You can't see his face in any of these photos. Is he just camera shy or what? Also, biggest red flag. Listen, as someone who is also very photo shy, hey guys, what's up? I also completely get like not wanting to put your picture out there on anything ever. But if I ever came across a profile that had no pictures on it, I'd be like, oh, if I swipe on this, like if I swipe right, I'll probably get like murdered by a serial killer if I try to meet this person. And then I still swipe right on them, but that's just because I'm desperate. Oh, anyways. Yeah, no, so like absolutely like red flag, biggest red flag is if they don't have a single picture of their face in it or anything like that. Like, I don't know. Just would never. Huh? You can't see his face in any of these photos. Oh, I already read that. I scroll down and see one of the paragraphs he's written in his profile. I'm just looking for someone real, someone who can be honest about what they actually think. If we click, great. If we don't, that's fine too. But don't be fake because then the whole relationship's fake. Well, I can definitely relate to that, unless this in and of itself is fake. Dating app profiles are by nature pretty damn contrived. Yeah. I should stop overthinking this. Ry, male, 25 years old, travels a lot for work, and he doesn't immediately give off a serial killer vibe. I can work with that. No, again, if they don't have a single picture of themselves, instant serial killer vibe. Maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe that's just like my dating app hot take. But like, I could never get behind someone who doesn't have a single picture of themselves up. Like, let's say if there was like, here's one picture of me, and then all the rest are like, oh, look at all these cool places. Then I'd be like, okay with that, but like, otherwise, nah, dude, nah, that's a no from me, chief. When I hit the like button on his profile, a message pops up. Whoa, it's a match! Now that you've both liked each other's profiles, you can message Ry. Oh, so he liked my profile first. Well, that's flattering. I've actually never messaged somebody first on here. I don't use the app much. This is the first time I've gotten an "it's a match" notification like this. Also, the visual novel over on the side, the way it moves, like on like the Twitch stream while I'm clicking through, is throwing me off so hard right now because it looks like when like I'm getting like new messages in chat. So every time I click it, I'm like, oh, something in chat, oh, something in chat, oh, something in chat, and then it's just the visual novel moving. It's like, stop, please. I've actually never messaged somebody first on here. I don't use the app much. This is the first time I've gotten in. Oh, I already, I already read that. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. How do I go to the log? There we go. Well, no time like the present. Come on, Francis. What should I say? Damn, small talk is hard. This is why I don't like doing this. Okay, now does just going back to using my controller work? There we go. Hey, thanks for liking my profile. I love your pictures of Ireland. Do you go there often? Does that sound normal? I'd say it sounds pretty good. As a first message to somebody, pretty good. No, does that sound too normal? What do you think, Misty? I tilt the phone so she can see my screen. She lays her head on it instead of giving me a response. I guess that's promising. Unless she was trying to hit the backspace button with her chin. And send. Honestly, if I did that and like my pet accidentally like erased the entire message, I'd take that as a sign of being like, you know what? That message was bad to mid, so I should probably just like never use it again. I give it a few minutes, but then I notice that it's almost 4 a.m. 4 a.m.? I mean, I guess you did work the night shift. That makes sense. Never mind. Oops, most normal people won't be up this late, so I shouldn't be expecting a reply. Guess it's about time to hit the hay anyway. The next morning, I'm getting ready for work when I hear the unique closed circle notification ding. I pick up my phone while stirring my creamer into my coffee. Oh, that guy replied. Sorry for the late reply. I'm in Australia for work, so I didn't see your message till just now. Oh, no worries. Even if you were stateside, it would have been the middle of the night. Lol, so you're a night owl, are you? You could say that. I work at a 24-hour coffee shop. Some nights, so I get home pretty late after. Anyway, Australia, that's awesome. Yeah, it's beautiful here. It's summer in the South Hemisphere, so it's nice and warm. My brain had to do a double take as I was like, why did it say in the S Hemisphere? So it's nice and warm. Oh, to answer your question from last night, I don't go to Ireland too often, sadly, but my fam's from there, so I go back when I can. So you're Irish? Yeah, sorta. If you go back far enough, I guess I'm Irish. Can you send me more pictures of Australia while you're there? I've never been able to travel outside the States. I don't think I've even left the city in the last couple years, but that's not a cool thing to admit. Sure, most of my pics are of food, is that okay? Food photos? I don't know if I really want to see that. Alright. I'm gonna try to pick the same decisions I made last time, but the decisions I make are just based off of what I think, so they should be the same regardless. And like my thought of this is like, hey, listen, if he likes taking photos and like showing people photos of his food, then like I'm okay to see them. Like even if I don't care that much, it's sort of like if it doesn't hurt me, then I don't mind it too much. It's sort of like just because you're in a relationship with someone doesn't mean you have to like all the same things, but you still like do them with your partner sometimes, you know, just to do something with them, just to make them feel happy. So this is kind of the same thing, even though we're not in a relationship yet. I'm like, yeah, oh no, it takes 2.5 seconds to look at a picture you sent me. Oh, gee willikers, that sucks. But like, it's fine because he wants to do it, so I don't want to be negative, and like I'm okay getting them. Sure, bring on the food photos. I can just scroll past them. It's not like I hate looking at them, just the FOMO feels will be strong. Yeah, exactly. You don't hate looking at them. It doesn't really cause too much harm, I guess, outside of FOMO, but, you know, that's a personal issue, kid. I don't know what to say about that. So, but, like, if he wants to send them, then that's fine. Got it. We continue texting back and forth for a while. Well, I've got to do some work stuff, but feel free to message and I'll reply later. I'm just gonna say it's getting late for him. Oh, damn, it's getting late for him. It's probably nighttime in Australia right now. A quick search online tells me that Rye is currently more than 12 hours ahead. Yikes. Okay, don't stay up too late. Thanks, Francis. Good luck at work. Well, that's that. I finished up my now cold coffee. I should probably eat something. I was going to try to fry up some eggs, but I got caught up messaging Rye and sort of lost track of time. Now I've got less than half an hour before I have to go to work. Oh well, Nutella on toast never hurt anybody. Dude, Nutella hits so hard, but it's so bad for you. That's why I haven't had Nutella in like 2 years, because it's so bad for you, but I love it. I hit the streets soon after finishing breakfast and making sure my cats are situated. The city is usually pretty busy at this time. The lunch rush is about to start. Come to think of it, I didn't make myself anything for lunch either. Guess I'll have to eat out later. Today I have to go through our patrons' book request. As a librarian, I need to see which books are going to bring in. I need to see which books are good to bring in based on borrowing history at our library. As nice as it would be to meet every request, the library has a budget we need to stick to. Well, I know quite a bit about fiction, enough to know who wrote Of Mice and Men. Non-fiction is my specialty, so I'll be doing some research on these requested biographies and other non-fiction books that have been requested. Of course, I have to look at upcoming releases and see if there's anything we want from there, too. I can't only go on requests. I enjoy this part of the job immensely. Immensely. I almost said immersely, and I was like, that's just not right. I enjoy this part of the job immensely. I situate myself in the back office so I won't be disturbed by patrons. Get out the pocket notebook I use for this sort of occasion and get to it. At 3 o'clock, it's my lunch break. I usually pack food from home, but since I was distracted this morning, maybe I'll just go to the latte night. Do I want to go back there? I was there barely 12 hours ago. Once I step out of the library, my mind still hasn't been made up. I suddenly get a notification on my phone. It's closed circle. All done. How goes it on your end? Rye, isn't it like 5 in the morning or something over there? Gosh, the music's such a vibe. The music's such a vibe in this visual novel. I love it. Can I interpret this to mean he enjoys talking to me? That's cool. I have a good feeling about him. I just got my lunch break. I have no idea what I want to eat. Oh, and good job on your work. Thanks. Let me help. What are the choices? There's three different sandwich places, a fancy seafood restaurant I definitely don't want to go to, Italian, lots of stuff really. I guess I'll go to one of the sandwich places. I don't know how I feel about going to an Italian restaurant alone. Well, that was easy. Yeah, I just needed a reason through all the options. Thanks for listening. I pick the cheapest of the sandwich shops and start walking in that direction, occasionally glancing up from my phone to make sure I don't run into anything. Well, I didn't even do anything. No need to thank me. By the way, did you sleep at all? A bit. I power napped. I'm still jet lagged AF. I don't have to do work again until evening, so I'll just sleep later. I don't exactly have the healthiest sleep habits either, so I can hardly judge. Besides, Ray is a grown-ass man, 3 years younger than me, but still, I'm not about to nag him to sleep. That hit me hard because I'm the opposite. I have terrible sleep habits too, but I'm a better coach than player in most regards of life. I'll be like, no, here's how you like get a good amount of sleep so that you feel good throughout the day. Here's like what you should be doing, yada yada yada. And then there's people will be like, oh yeah, like you telling me to go sleep like really helped. You know, some people do. Other people tell me stop being such a dad about it or such a mom about it. And I'm like, sorry. But then they'll be like, hey, why don't you just like follow your own advice and like go to sleep at a good time? And it's like, because like it's way harder to do it than to tell other people to do it. Like, let's be honest. Cool. Now comes the hardest part of eating out. Question mark? Choosing which of these 50 sandwiches to get. Talk about first world problems. Hey, this is extremely important. Please don't trivialize my issues. Damn, trivialize is a $10 word, lol. Oh, okay, sorry, you're right. Sandwiches are extremely important. Really, though. Dude, okay, this isn't related to this at all, but it's Pie Day today, and there's a pizza place, like, not too far from where I am, that was doing, like, a big old sale for, like, an 11-inch personal pizza for, like, $3.14, and I was planning to eat out today. I've been trying to get back on a better diet for a while, just because, like, I've been eating on such a poor diet recently that's, like, actually started affecting my sleep, because one of my favorite parts of, like, eating well is that I'm, like, sleeping 1,000 times better. I used to think I had insomnia. Doctors used to tell me I had insomnia. Turns out, just a bad diet. Bad diets apparently keep you up all night. I didn't know that. I didn't know this thing until I personally experienced it. I have no professional opinions on this, considering I haven't even researched it. But from my own life, it looks like eating well helps you sleep better. And now that I'm not eating well and haven't been for a while, I'm starting to not be able to sleep well anymore. So I'm like, oh, I'm really going to try and like get onto like a healthy diet for the next couple of weeks. That kind of thing. Like just like really like purge everything out of my body, get back to like, sleeping well. And then like my friends hit me up and were like, hey, you want to go to this pizza place? It's $3.14 for like lunch. And I'm like, dang. That's just a good deal. And I can't look away from a good deal. Let's go get some pizza. So I had a whole personal pizza that was, again, 11 inches. After I was already like, hey, I should like get onto a healthy diet. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're also going to go get pies tonight because there's also pies around that for only like $3. So I'll get back to it tomorrow, and then stick to it for a couple of weeks. You know, it's Pi Day though. It's a special. It's a holiday. All right. It's like Christmas. You know, just as important, just as like celebrated. So you know, I gotta celebrate it. I'm sitting outside the sandwich shop eating my BLT. Ooh, eating BLT's based sandwich option. Honestly, I've been getting into like putting bacon onto like other kind of sandwich, like if it's like a ham or a turkey sandwich, you know, maybe put a little avocado on there. Oh, so good. I'm outside the sandwich shop eating my BLT when I get another message. Oh yeah. Here's the picture I took of this really cute koala earlier today. Dude, I love the art of this game. I love, like, again, like, I was talking about this at the beginning of the stream, but like how like unique it all is. It's so cool, like from like how great the music is, and, like every song has been like a jam so far, and like the backgrounds are so unique and so cool looking. It's like, that's really cool. He also proceeds to send me pictures of his really nice looking dinner. I look down at my sandwich with a scowl. I ignore his food to talk about more I ignore his food to talk more about the koala. Aw, is that at the zoo? Yeah, it was a petting zoo. I got to pet kangaroos and wallabies too. Wait, what's a wallaby? Isn't a wallaby a kangaroo? Hang on. I could have sworn that wallabies was just like a type of animal, like koalas and junk. What the freak is a wallabies? Well, no, not the food place. Oh, so it's just a kangaroo. List the definition, the dictionary definition for wallabies: an Australian marsupial that is similar to but smaller than a kangaroo. So the way I'm taking that is, it's just a kangaroo but smaller, but not by that much. This doesn't look that much smaller. Hang on. I was gonna pull it over, but oh wait, no, never mind. These guys are tiny. Oh, they're so cute and chunky. Oh my gosh. Hang on. I'm gonna pull this over really quick. Let's just look at this guy. Hang on. There's nothing on here that could like, because of stupid. No, as long as I have this picture up, it won't do anything bad. Nope, never mind. It's showing information. I was gonna show you guys. I can't because there's like, because of the wallabies. Hang on, I could just look up animal though. Because like the wallabies food place pulled up like a location that says near you, and like I don't want that. Let's go to images really quick. I want to find a picture that I was just looking at because you're so cute. You know, this isn't the exact picture, but we'll pull it up. Hang on. Let me go back to OBS really quick, and then let's just go ahead and where is it? Browser. Wait. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong browser. I don't want this thing going up. Hang on. Let's just go. I am struggling so much with this right now. It's fine. Let's just go ahead and where's the? I have this display capture. Where? Ah, there we go. Hang on. I'm bringing it up. Don't worry, guys. We'll get there eventually. This so isn't important anymore. I feel like, oh, this is such a waste of time at this point, but it's fine. Look at these guys. Oh, they're so cute. They're such chunky little dudes. Oh, and like, look at this one. Look at that. Why are you not loading? Clear up, please. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. Adorable. Just adorable. Oh my god. And yeah, no, these guys are actually tiny. Never mind. I see the difference now. It's sort of be like trying to compare like cats, like tigers and lions. Oh my. I couldn't say bears because that's just completely unrelated. But like from the first couple of pictures I was looking at, I was like, wait, no, these guys are like, it'd be like comparing like cats or like dog breeds and being like, oh yeah, this German Shepherd is definitely like a different species from like this Great Dane just because there's like a little bit of a size difference. Oh no. But yeah, no, these guys like look like rabbit size, whereas kangaroos are like big boys, you know, they're big boys. So that's fun. Anyways, back to the thing. I need some what though. Also, it's working so far. It's working good. With the nothing's breaking, and I'm loving that. Jealous. That was in response to the petting zoo thing. He quickly sends me more pictures of said kangaroos and wallabies, fully igniting my jealousy. At least I've got 3 cats at home. I don't have any recent pictures of them. I better take some ASAP to fight fire with fire. My lunch break is over before I know it, and so I head back to the library. It's actually like really cool that like the controller vibrates with the music. I like that feature a lot. I didn't know I'd like it. I thought it'd get annoying after a little bit, but considering like the music like so chill and like not like fast, like if this was like a super fast like hard song, that'd get so obnoxious. But because it's like a very like chill beat, it is like it's like kind of soothing. In between submitting forms and doing research, I continue texting Raya until he finally passes out from sheer exhaustion. It's only been one day, so I know it's a little too early to have a real opinion, but so far, I like this guy. Rai's easy to talk to, and it doesn't feel like small talk. He takes nice pictures too. Still, it seems kind of unfair that he knows what I look like, but not the other way around. Originally, I thought it was because he's shy, but he doesn't come off as shy from his messages. Another serial killer vibe. He must not be that attractive, or he thinks that he's not that attractive. What else could it be but a confidence issue? Honestly, no, it's a little suspicious. It's a little suspicious. It's a little suspicious, isn't it? It's not that I mind what he looks. It's not that I mind what he looks like, but I'd still rather know. It's weird that I don't. It's weird that he didn't post any pictures of his face on his profile. It's a dating site. We've got to meet face to face eventually if all goes well, unless that's not his ultimate goal. Oh well, I've known the guy less than 24 hours. It doesn't really matter what he looks like if we're just going to message each other like this. So, we'll cross the bridge when we get to it. Over the next couple of days, Raya and I message each other back and forth a lot. There are lapses in conversation when one of us is... There are lapses in conversation when one of us is asleep or has to work, but this is the most I've texted anyone in a long time. Raya's leaving Australia soon for Asia. The more the distance between us is closed, the easier it is when our time zones aren't totally opposite. Still, it looks like us talking when it's night for one of us and day for the other will continue for a while. Yeah, I won't be back in States for like another month. Oh wow, so you're always going from place to place? Not always, but when we're working on a project like this, I'll have to travel a lot. Once the project's over, I'll have more downtime. What kind of job do you have anyway? I guess it's like consulting. I'm in the media industry, so I have to meet. Okay, I did read that right, but my brain told me I read it wrong. So I have to meet different people all over the place. Oh, so you probably won't be back in K-City for a while, huh? Yeah, like a couple of months probably. That's not a deal breaker, is it? I totally get it if it is, though. I just stared at my screen for a while, gathering my thoughts on that question. If I was younger, it would probably bother me a lot. I mean, we're not even dating yet, and it's already long distance. But at this point, I'm strangely pretty cool with it. I already knew he traveled a lot based on his profile, so it's not like this is a surprise. And I have my own life to deal with. Even if he was here right now, it's not like I could spend a whole lot of time with him. Besides, even far apart, we talk a lot. Nah, it's not. I was just asking because I'm curious. I totally get it if you have to travel for work. And eat really good food. He's been dutiful about sending me pictures of his food. Also, it gives us more time to get to know each other. That would be the big one for me. Is like, it gives us a lot of time to get to know each other before we actually like meet in person and like everything that comes with that, essentially. True, true. I didn't mean to... Oh, well, that's good to know that this is how you do this stuff. Also, I want to show you guys something weird, actually. Something that's kind of neat. Ah, no, hang on, settings. Something that's kind of neat, kind of cool. You can change the main character's name. Like, I'm not going to, but like, it's kind of a cool option that you can be like, that the character has like a confirmed name and stuff like that to help them like stick out as their own character. But like, if you want to put your own name in, just like, you know, you can project more onto them, then you can. I think that's a really cool option. Anyways. Still, I'm glad you feel that way, really. Soon, Ray has to go to sleep. I'm left to enjoy my Sunday binge-watching shows and eating takeout. Phaeton sniffs dismissively at the styrofoam takeout box on my table. Well, it's not for you. His expression seems to be saying, you shouldn't be eating this either. Now I'm feeling judged because I was just talking about how bad my diet's been and how it's still about to be bad tonight. Whatever, Cat. You can't judge me. An email from Cynthia. I opened this email I just got. I opened this email I just got, and it's a digital wedding invitation from an old friend from high school. When was the last time I even talked to Cynthia? The wedding's in New York. Yeah, I can't go. We're not close enough to warrant me spending that kind of money on a plane ticket. I'll just buy them a wedding gift off their registry. This is hardly the first time something like this has happened, but I still feel a little crummy every time. Out of morbid curiosity, I log into my Facebook for the first time in ages. As I scroll through it, I see that almost everyone I know from high school and even college is married and or with children. It's so weird that this actually just is like straight up like, yeah, here's Facebook, here's my iPhone. Because like most things, if they're unless they're like sponsored or like having like a product placement, will be like, oh, here's my Spacebook or my Placebook or my G phone or my A phone, you know, like to like make up like some stupid thing, like try to be like, oh, here's like our reference to these popular things. But then the thing's just straight up like, no, I log on to my Facebook, you know? I think that's kind of neat. ... I don't feel jealous. Not exactly. But it doesn't feel good either to be left behind. I shouldn't be comparing myself to other people. I know that. But I mean, I'm 28. I've been single for years, and I have to work 2 jobs to support myself and my 3 cats. Is this enough? I only ever feel dissatisfied with my life when I look at what other people my age are doing. But is that only because I'm in denial and forcing myself to not think about it? And that sort of is like an interesting question. Like, I do think that, like, if you're satisfied with your life, then I do think that's the most important part, but you also have to be able to recognize if it is like she's saying, like if it's denial, like if I'm just forcing myself to be happy or to not think about it so that I don't get depressed, essentially, like that's when you need to be able to recognize it for yourself, you know? So it's cool that like it's like an interesting idea, I guess, and it's like a really important like distinction in life, because like again, if she was satisfied, like, you know, she enjoys working these 2 jobs, she enjoys coming home and just hanging out with her cats, and like that's fine, you know? But if she isn't, then that's where you need to like start making the changes in life. If I'm satisfied, that's literally what I was just saying. If I'm satisfied, isn't that enough? Or am I just taking the easy way out by not... I didn't click anything, what the freak? By not thinking about it. Whoa, 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 whoa! Did I accidentally turn on... I didn't think I turned on auto speed or anything like that. This is just text speed. Can I turn this off? What the freak? Why is all that happening? I didn't click nothing. Here, let's just go like this so that I have a little bit more time to read it. If I'm satisfied, isn't that enough? Or am I just taking the easy way out by not thinking about it? Am I satisfied with the way things are or not? Ugh, now I'm just thinking in circles. Good morning, or good evening. It's evening there, isn't it? How's your day been? Smiley face. It's Rye. My heart does a little flip when I see the notification. I type, hey, good morning, I'm doing fine. Then delete it. This crummy feeling, it isn't fine. This might be TMI for him, but, well, I should be honest. Hey, good morning. Well, I just got a wedding invitation from a high school friend, and now I'm in kind of a mood. I'm guessing it's not a good mood. Do you want to talk about it? You don't mind? Of course not, if you don't mind telling me about it. So I'm not going to my friend's wedding. It's far, and I don't know her that well, to be honest. So to be honest, I can't justify buying the plane ticket. That's not the problem. I guess it's just the fact that she's getting married. And then I went on Facebook, and a lot of my old high school friends are married, and some even have kids and stuff already. I'm happy for them, don't get me wrong. It's just, it hit me all at once that I've been left behind. They're the same age as me. They've already accomplished so much stuff while I feel like I'm just eking out a living. Damn, I just slapped him with a whole wall of text. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't want to talk to me anymore after all that. Francis, are you happy? Huh? Without thinking about what any of your high school friends are doing right now, just looking at your life the way it is now, are you happy with it? It takes me a minute to digest that. Well, Yeah, I make enough money to live on, I enjoy my job, and I love my cats. And now I have Ryan in my life too. But it might be a little too early to be saying stuff like that. As I type it out and send it to him, I realize that it's true. Even though I'm even though it might be complacency, I'm pretty satisfied with my life the way it is now. At the very least, I have no desire to make any drastic changes. Just like the other day with the sandwiches. By asking me a question, Rye is able to help me think things through and find out the answers on my own. He isn't telling me what to do and rather guiding me into a choice. Still. But is this taking the easy way out? I am happy, but should I be? What's wrong with being happy? I haven't achieved anything. The negativity just keeps emanating from my every pore. Says who? I'm just a librarian who works at a coffee shop. I haven't gotten close to starting a family yet, and I'm not making a difference. I could drop dead tomorrow, and probably nobody would notice. You know, that's not true. First of all, I would notice, and I'd be pretty... I would notice, and I'd be really fucking upset if you suddenly died. But putting that aside, why should starting a family mean that you've made it somehow? Oh my gosh, hang on. I'm gonna hit the settings button on this, because that is the truest thing. So many people will be like, oh, you haven't done anything with your life. You're not, like, married or have kids yet. It's like, why is, like, getting married seem as, like, the ultimate achievement of, like, if you haven't done it, you're just, like, a loser. You know what I mean? Like, it's so... that is, like, the most... Everything in life is very much so, like, it comes at its own pace, you know? Like, it's not, like, a race to get to anything. And I think most of all that comes with getting, like, married, or if you even want to, and stuff like... And starting a family, again, if you want to, and stuff like that. So it's just, like, weird that so many people will be like, oh, life isn't a race. Stop being a loser and get married already. You know what I mean? Like, people will be, like, so weird about it. So I'm like, S tier everything that Rye is saying right now. Like, great. He's being great. Who cares about that? Who's to say he won't settle down later in life anyway? And don't say that you're not making a difference. What about all the people you've helped at the library? Or the college kids who were able to keep studying because you made them some great coffee? You've been doing this how long? I count the years since I got my master's. 4 years? Okay, 4 years. If you help just one person a day, then that means the last 4 years you've touched the lives of more than 1,000 people. Maybe it's just me, but I think that's amazing. So tell me again why you don't matter. Rye... ... Nowadays, people are so pressured by society to just achieve more and more and more. You've already done the best you can, and you're doing great. If you're happy, that's all that matters. He's not telling me anything new. Not exactly. I know that I help people. It's my job to answer questions and help people. But it's been a long time since someone else has said stuff like this to me. I feel appreciated. I feel seen. Rye... ... Thanks. You're gonna make me cry. I'm already reaching for the tissue box, but he doesn't need to know that. No problem. I'm just telling the truth anyways. Thank you. Really. It seems like Ryan and I have crossed a threshold of some kind. It's been nice talking to him, but we haven't had a conversation this deep until today. It's been a long time since I could open up to someone like this about how I feel. A weight's been lifted somehow. I feel like I can face tomorrow with a little bit more pride. Should I believe in Rye just a little bit more? Happy New Year, Rye! Where are you now? Happy New Year, Francis. I'm messaging you from Glasgow. It's been a few weeks now since Rye and I met in close circle, and we're still messaging each other a lot. I look up and see that our time difference has shrunk quite a bit. Rye's only 6 hours ahead now. You're off today, yeah? Passing the New Year at home? Well, I'm off, yeah. But Latte Night's doing a special countdown event, so I'm not at home. I feel like I did this part already. How much further do we have until I'm caught up? I don't remember. Like, the stream's been going for an hour, but I did Yep for like almost 20 minutes, so... And then we looked at Wallabies for a little bit, so... I'm just gonna do a little save there. This is the only time I would do anything save scummy is like if it's like not clear what it means. I'll just say it's a habit. I've gone every year out of habit. I'm here as a customer tonight, though. It's pretty packed. Wow, looks busy. Is is late night one of those cafes that serves alcohol at night? Late night. Latte night, goddamn. Comment on this typo. Lol, are you okay there? Autocorrect doesn't want to recognize that punny name. It tried to change it to take to Lake Night too. Hell, even I don't. Hell, even I don't recognize this place's name. Hell, even I don't want that. Why can't I speak? Why is that one line so hard? Hell, even I don't want to recognize this place's name. But yeah, anyways, I'm mostly here for the special New Year's crepe. Crepa. What's special about it? If he gets to torture me with food photos, I should be able to return the favor. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just a regular strawberry banana crepe, isn't it? Not that there's anything wrong with that. No, if you look closely, the chocolate spells out Happy New Year. That's it? Yup. Lol, indeed. Special New Year's crepe indeed. Why did I say that so weird? Lol, special New Year's crepe indeed. So what did you do for New Year's Eve? Or are you still out? That was the worst fake laugh I've ever done. Hang on, can I like scroll back with this? Oh, whoa. That was weird. Oh, that is a way to go back. Okay, that's cool. I'm learning how to play this with my controller. That's kind of neat. I spent New Year's Eve in my hotel room with my coworker, knocking back some good old Scotch whiskey. He's still passed out over there. Rai texted me a photo of a guy laying face down on a bed, totally plastered. Lol, sounds like a blast. That's one way of putting it, sure. But you're still coherent. Took those shots like a champ? Yeah, well, not to brag, but I'm really good at holding my liquor. I try not to overdo it, though. Still have to work later today. Is your friend gonna be okay working? Debatable. So you're telling me librarians don't get to just play games on the computer and read all day? No, believe it or not, I actually have stuff to do. Lol, right, please. But you're messaging me right now, at work. I'm on break, jackass. Really? Talking to Rai comes easily, like talking to someone I've known all my life. Sometimes we message each other non-stop for hours. Sometimes for a couple days we barely manage a good morning, or hope you're doing fine. I even drop the perfect punctuation that I'm so used to when I'm texting him, every now and then. Rai's work keeps him pretty busy, but I appreciate that he checks in on me a lot. Even so. I lost count of how many times I've told him that I won't begrudge him being busy with work and not to worry, but it doesn't seem to matter. He's probably had a lot of trouble. He's probably had a lot of trouble keeping a relationship going in the past. I mean, he's 25 now. I've had the thought before that if I was, say, 22 and dating him, I'd probably really mind the LDR aspect. So up till now, Rai has surely dated at least one person who really minded, and now he can't help but worry about it all the time. Suddenly I'm doing way worse at reading. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with me. So up till now, Rai surely dated at least one person who really minded, and now he can't help but worry about it all the time. It's left a scar. Hang on, I'm gonna check something just really fast. Let me just pull this bad boy back up. All right, we are doing sexily. All right, sick. All right, let's go back over here. Cool. Hang on, wait, no, I need to pull something else back up. Sorry, I went to the wrong thing. Okay, now we can go back to it. Look at me trying to play a psychologist. I shouldn't make assumptions, but that's just the impression that I get about him. Anyway, ever since I passed 25, I've had a sort of mindset shift. That was a struggle for me to say. I don't know why my reading comprehension's gone down by so much in the past, like, few minutes. Things that used to really bother me, or things that I used to think of as relationship deal breakers, just don't seem that important anymore. So long as the guy's not an awful cheating misogynist, I can deal with most everything else. Yeah, wait, does that mean that I've lowered my standards? That's not good. Rai really is a great guy, though. This isn't just me rationalizing. It isn't. So, do you read a lot outside of work? I used to. It's embarrassing to admit, but I haven't read a book in a while. What about you? I listen to audiobooks a lot while I'm traveling. That's cool. What have you been reading lately? Well, there's a self-help book that I listen to and I need a confidence boost. He describes the book to me and I look it up in our catalog. Looks like we have it, so I make a note of it. So even you have times when you don't feel confident, huh? Yup, lots. But you strike me as so self-assured. It feels like you should be older than me. I totally don't feel like I'm the older one when we're chatting. There's things I'm confident in, like my job, my drinking ability, etc. But of course, I have my insecurities too. Like what? Like... I don't know if people can like the real me. I've got a different persona for work and I do well with it, but if I take off my mask, how many people will be willing to accept it? I know this is some real teen angst shit, lol. Like, nobody understands me. No, not at all. I mean, imposter syndrome is something people deal with no matter how old they are. I'm just tired of being so careful around people all the time. Like, even you, if you knew what I was really like... Huh? Are you hiding a drastically different personality? Or like a weird fetish or something? No, I've been 100% genuine with you. Well, okay, maybe 98% genuine. We haven't even talked about fetishes yet. That aside, who's 100% genuine with anyone online anyway? That's fair-ish? The digital you is always going to be a slightly idealized version of you. Maybe that's why I struggle too much. I feel like I'm decently genuine because like most of the things I say, it's just like first thing out of my brain, first thing on my brain, you know? It's not really like, all right, let me just like sit here and like think about what I'm going to say for a second. It's just like, as soon as something comes to my brain, it's just out there into the world. It's like, I guess maybe, but at the same time, I guess like stuff like Twitter posts and whatnot, I'm like a little bit more reserved because I actually have to like type it out. So I have to think about it, which is why I also don't like do Twitter posts too often because when I'm thinking about it, I think too much about it. So, but I don't want to open that can of worms right now. Then what's the problem? I'm not ready to talk about it yet. Huh? Okay, I didn't mean to pressure you or anything. No, it's not your fault. Sorry, I totally took this combo in a depressing direction. Oh no, it's okay. A little apology battle takes place for a while. It's not like I meant to push him to spill all his secrets. How awkward. The conversation steers back into neutral territory. I don't want to come off as clingy, nor do I just want to blow off work to keep talking to him, so my reply speed starts to dip. Rai's used to it though. He does the same thing when he's in work mode. Without really talking about it, we've reached an understanding. It's kind of nice. If things keep up like this, I think it's about time to talk about messaging outside of the app. Maybe we could do a video call or something. I just feel like we've reached the next step in our relationship, whatever this is. I hope he feels the same way. Is that... With these thoughts floating in my mind, I reluctantly get back to work. Was that the end of the demo? I'm not sure. It's been about that long, I think. I'm not sure. But we'll keep going. Regardless of whether we have or not, we're going to keep on going. It's Sunday, aka one of my days off. Cream rubs her face all over my leg. It's her gentle way of begging for food. No, this was still in the demo. After rubbing up on me, she flops onto her back, showing her stomach. She's so cute. You want a treat? Oh, I should have said that with my dog there. Oh, she's looking at me. Okay, guys, this is a little awkward. She's just staring at me right now. Oh, no. That was a terrible purr. I find the bag of kitty treats and shake a few pellets out to give her. Phaeton and Misty come running once they hear it. Aw, come on, you guys. You have to do something cute, too. As if understanding my words, Phaeton flops over and starts rolling side to side, rubbing his back against the carpet. Passable. Misty, on the other hand, continues to stare at me with her usual emotionless expression. Well, close enough. I shake a few more pellets out of the bag and give them each a few treats. Whatever, these are good for their teeth. A Dry-Down song comes on my randomized playlist that I've been listening to since morning. Ride With You. I think it's one of their older songs. Hey, what are you up to today? I'm officially back in the US. Just got off my flight. Yeah, no, this was definitely in the demo still. Rai comes back to the States once or twice. Rai came back to the States once or twice since we started messaging each other, but it was only for a day or two at a time. Seems like he's here to stay for a while. Oh, no more dramatically opposed time zones, huh? Boo! I'm not doing much. I'm just off today, so I'm off today, so just bumming around at home, listening to music and hanging out with my cats. Sounds relaxing. What are you listening to? Dryden. Do you know them? Oh, yeah, I guess you could say that. That was a weird response. Does he not like Dryden? We haven't talked much about music. Maybe he's a music snob and Dryden's too mainstream for him. Are you a big Dryden fan? I'd say yeah. Yeah, well, not a huge fan exactly. I don't know much about them, but I like their music. No point in saying no when I already said I'm listening to Dryden right now. Which song are you listening to? Ride With You. It's an older song, but I'm just in that kind of mood, I guess. He doesn't send me any more messages after that. Was it something I said? Maybe Rye's just busy. He did just get off a plane. Still, normally he'd at least be like, hey, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. It feels a little weird to keep listening to Dryden after that. So I've said Dryden differently like almost every time I said it. So I changed the song. Phaeton and Cream cuddle up to me in what feels like a reassuring manner. Yeah, I'm sure I'm just overthinking it. I don't feel like cooking dinner tonight, so once my stomach's complaining can no longer be ignored, I leave my apartment to find something to eat. Maybe I'll have sushi. Oh, it's sushi. It hit so hard. Oh, I love sushi. Go big or go home. The cats are gonna hate me if I come home smelling like fish. I should grab them a fancy can of tuna or something on my way back. Is that Rye messaging me? What if ... I told you I wrote the song you were listening to earlier. What? Is he saying that he's that Rye? Like from Dryden? No way. I mean, the resemblance is uncanny. Rye always wears a helmet. I have never seen your face. For all I know, you could totally be him. Come on, Francis. Guess my attempt at deflecting with humor failed. But what do you mean, come on? How am I supposed to answer this? Is he serious? I don't know. Ask for your autograph? Oh no, that's stupid. Never mind, I wouldn't do that. I have no idea. I'd be totally shocked. But this is a hypothetical situation, right? Was this brought on by our conversation earlier? Because if he actually was Rye from Dryden, I'd completely lose my shit. Well, be shocked, I guess. Because I am. I'm a member of Dryden. I'm Rye from Dryden. I wish there was a less lame way of putting this. I feel so lost for words right now. He feels lost for words? This guy who's famous for his lyric writing. If he's telling the truth, I'm the one who's been texting Rye from Dryden completely unaware for the last 2 months. Whoa. That was running through his head when I was all... Whoa, what was running through his head when I was all... Do you know Dryden? Ha 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 ha. And what was his response? I guess? You're joking, right? I mean, why would some famous pop star be on Closed Circle? And messaging someone like me? Look up Dryden's tour list on our website. It lists the dates and cities in the tour, and I've been sending you pictures of every place I've been. I do just that, and it seems to match up. Australia, Japan, Thailand, France, Scotland, it's all there. He could, of course, just be in the crew. Or maybe he's a diehard Dryden fan who's been going to every show. Listen, for me, this would be, like, the most, like... It's a... You know, like, all those, like, crime podcasts or, like, true crime stories of, like, say, like, Mr. Ball and stuff. They'll be like, I'm going to tell you the craziest story ever. You're not going to believe the twist. And then, like, this would be the huge setup for her to go meet him. And then he's just a serial killer who murders her and then hides her body and then, like, goes off with her or whatever, you know? And then, like, this would just be, like, the long story of getting to, like, the murder scene. So I'm like, honestly, at this part, I'd be like, oh, maybe I'm talking to a serial killer. I'd way believe that over me talking to, like, a celebrity. You know what I mean? Or a complete imposter who's been jacking other people's photos. Somehow, it seems unlikely. My thought process must be pretty damn obvious, though, because Rye says, oh, I can prove my identity beyond a doubt. But that's not what's important. It's kind of important. I need to know if you're willing to continue this relationship. Are we in a relationship right now? Okay, I need to know if you're willing to continue talking to me. If me being me is going to be a problem. I want to reply instantly. I want to instantly reply, of course it's not a problem. But then the logical half of my mind catches up with my heart. There's always been problems when people from different social strata try to date. It's been okay up until now, but that's just because we're talking. But that's just because we're texting each other. If we want to meet up, if we want to actually be a couple, am I okay with dating someone who's famous? And not just a couple thousand followers on Instagram famous, but like famous? Like he gets mobbed on the streets famous. I don't know. This is a lot to take in. Yeah, I know I'm sorry. Man, I didn't want him to apologize to me. That hurts my conscience a little. Take your time to think it over. I know this is a lot. Okay, I will. Thanks. I'll take it seriously. I promise. Give me a couple days. Of course. Wow, do people know that you can casually find stars in closed circle? That should have totally been in the ad. I totally lose my appetite for sushi after this revelation. It'd be a waste of money on something I'd barely be able to taste with my mind spinning around like this. Guess I'll just go home. I've really been thinking hard about this for the last 2 days. Even though my knee-jerk reaction is to accept things the way they are, I know that sort of haphazard way of thinking wouldn't be fair to Rai or to me. But to be fair, I've never heard of a relationship like this working out. It's more likely it'll crash and burn, and then he'll pull a Taylor Swift and write about how insufferable and then he'll pull some I'm struggling so hard right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then he'll pull a Taylor Swift and write about some insufferable librarian who broke his heart. About how some insufferable librarian broke his heart. Actually, that's not a bad way to go. How did that one song go? I'm just a notch in your bedpost and you're just a line in a song. God, that's not how I should be thinking about it. And on Valentine's Day, no less. 2 lattes, Francis. One with oat milk and and no foam. One with oat milk and no foam. No foam? That's new. Yeah, it might be a sensory thing. As I work on the lattes, a Dryden sun comes on as if to mock me. I pass the lattes off to Avery, who returns soon after delivering them, leaning against the counter while tapping away on their phone. Avery, can I get your second opinion on something? Sure, what's up? If you had the opportunity to date someone famous, would you? How famous are we talking about? Like, Justin Bieber famous or like Michelle Phan famous? Those examples. Somehow I can't bear to compare Rai to Justin Bieber, talented as that kid is. Like Dryden famous. Why not? Hell yeah, I'd date Virgil. So close and yet so far away, Avery. He's hot, and I mean, Dryden has always been pretty low-key. They're famous, but you never hear about them partying or doing drugs or anything. That's true. They've been doing music for a while, but I haven't heard of either of them dating supermodels or movie stars. You know, some fans think they're secretly dating each other. Huh? I guess that shouldn't surprise me, given what fandom is like. And now that I know the coworker Rai's always talking about is Virgil, well, he does talk about him a lot, but it makes sense given their situation. Why do you ask? No, I was reading this romance novel where the main character is dating a pop star. It made me wonder if I could do the same. Like, if I'd be willing to, I mean. I hastily add so everyone... Oh, well, never mind. That was Francis saying that. I hastily add so everyone think I'm some kind of gold digger. Leave it to a romance novel to lead to so much soul searching. Yeah. Oh, if only you knew, Avery. If only you knew. A few days go by while I think things through some more. I wish I could take a leap of faith and throw caution to the wind. I do enjoy talking to Rai a lot. But I'm going on 29 soon. Well, not soon, but in September. I'll just be one step away from 30 then. Does a relationship like this have any longevity? I'm just a regular person. I'll always just be a regular person. When we inevitably break up, I'd have to get to know someone and start a relationship over again from scratch. I don't think I can do this. I've given this a lot of thought. There's no point in being around the bush. I want to respect Rai's time, even if I don't think we can be together. I don't know if I can get into a relationship that I know has an expiration date. Why do you assume that we have an expiration date? We come from 2 different worlds, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, I don't have the confidence to make it work. I see. I'm sorry. There's nothing to apologize for. I appreciate your honesty. Just a little sad it had to end like this. I've really enjoyed talking to you. I'll never forget it. Thanks. Likewise. I wish you all the best, Francis. You don't need my well wishes to do amazing, but I wish you good luck anyways. I'm waiting for Dryden's next album. Well, I hope it meets all of your expectations. And that's it. With that, the connection between Ryan and me is broken. Not gonna lie, part of me will probably always wonder what if. I realize that I took the safe route out by dipping out. But I need stability in my life. I'm okay with the last 2 months just being a fond memory, a story that I can tell someday. Hey, for a couple months I was texting Ryan from Dryden. He asked me out and I said no. What a tale. Okay, and I think with that being the end. Yeah, I think that's a great place to end for today. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. We're just gonna save right on there. And in the next one, let's just go ahead to the title. Yep, any unsaved progress will be lost. Wait, what? Load. Why isn't it telling us how far through the game we are? That's weird. We should be about 25% of the way through, regardless. But yeah, no, we will be back to... We probably won't finish this next time. We'll get, like, close-ish. This will take us, like, 2 more streams to do. Same thing with, like, First Snow. We'll probably just, like, do a stream of this and a stream of First Snow once a week sort of thing until we're done. And then I plan to read Summer at the Edge of the Universe demo, and then we'll probably jump into Undertale after that. Just let you guys know of, like, how things are going to go, because I thought I might be able to finish this in 2 streams, but I do have some places to be in not too long, so I gotta go get ready for that. Otherwise, I'd probably go for like another like 30-ish minutes, which would get us a decent bit of the way through. But yeah, no, so today we just kind of covered everything I've already seen before. Outside of like, I think that little end screen was there in the demo, but it's like a little different, I think. But regardless, I'm still really liking it. Even rereading it, I'm like, gosh, this is such a good story. It's so like, again, it's just well paced. Like, it's not like flying by, but it's not like dragging its feet anywhere. And like the characters are so enjoyable, like, and the dialogue is written so well that like, even though I read this like a month ago or something like that, already getting back into it and rereading only the chunk I have read before, I'm like, oh, this is like still like really good. This is like really well written. I'm enjoying rereading this, which I normally don't. Normally, even like after like a couple of months, I'm like, I have to like reread something. But rereading this, I was like super into it. So I'm really excited to get into it again. It'll probably be about 2 more streams, and I'm really looking forward to it. And if this like keeps up the quality as now, then it's going to be a great time, and I can't wait. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming out. And if you're watching this in the future, thank you so much. I was actually looking at the First Snow streams, and like, they're like getting views, man. They're like getting some views, and that's pretty poggers. I appreciate that a lot. So yeah, no, if you're watching this in the future, I appreciate it too. But yeah, with all that being said, I'll see all you beautiful people in the next one. Bye-bye.